The authority of Jesus was uncontestable. It was obvious even to the blind. They said, this one does not teach like the scribes. He teaches as one that had authority. We know that you are a teacher come from God. It's not just because John bore witness to you. We know that you came from God. It's not just because you were ordained. We know that you were come from God. How do you know that this is a teacher come from God? Nicodemus said, because nobody can do these miracles except God be with him. Nicodemus, by extension, had passed a verdict on his own teaching ministry. Because Jesus said very clearly that Nicodemus was also a teacher. He's a teacher of Israel. That guy had a national position. And from that lofty height, there was nobody there that Nicodemus had ever seen that Nicodemus could say, this one came from God, after he had experienced Jesus. They thought they were doing something before until they met Jesus. So in John chapter 7, when Jesus Christ comes into Jerusalem during the feast, remember that feast? And his brothers were going, and they say, hey, let's go to Jerusalem. Nobody does this thing and wants to be known, and we'll be doing things in secret. Jesus said, you people should go, my time has not yet come. When the brothers went up, then Jesus went with his own disciples. And he arrived Jerusalem in the middle of the feast. Before Jesus came, everybody was asking, where's that guy from Galilee? Where's that guy from Galilee? Then he enters. And whichever corner of the temple Jesus sits, that suddenly became the festival. That became the feast. Everybody gravitated there. The Pharisees, the doctors of the law, and the prefects of the temple, they had it. They just couldn't take it anymore. But they could not bring themselves by themselves to go and accost Jesus. It was beyond them. So it was below them, they thought. So they called the guards. They called the guards. It's not today that government started using police. They called the guards, and they said, that guy that is in that corner there, go and bring him. So the temple guards went there, and it took so long before they now came back to the chief priest and everybody that sent them. Okay, it was bad enough that they took so long to come back. But now, it was unconscionable that they came back empty-handed. They came back without the person they told them to go and bring. So they said, where is the man we told you to go and arrest? They said, if this is the last day we'll do temple guard job, so be it. You people sent us on an impossible errand. Say, how do you mean? They said to their senders, the guard said, never man spoke like that man. That means to say, no human being has ever said the kinds of things we heard that man saying today, including those of you that pay our salaries. Never man spoke like that man. Of all the people to arrest, is that the person you want? We can't arrest the man. The police people that were sent, they reviewed the instruction that was given to them, even if that was going to mean at the cost of their job. Never man spoke like that man. We know you are a teacher come from God. There is a signature of the Spirit that we are looking for in the course of these days. It is a greater witness that Jesus talks about. That when somebody says, have you heard that guy? Let me send you one of his tapes. That is good, no problem. But Jesus said, as the Father has sent me, that's the same way I'm sending you. It is to say that anything that human beings are capable of saying about us must always and ever be an understatement in the light of the reality of who we are for real.
We hope you've been blessed by this message, and we hope that you would imbibe the lessons that have been learned. As always, our goal is to ensure that we as believers, we are growing and we are conforming into that perfect image of Christ. God bless you.